You know, I'm a thinker, and a thinker can make you an enemy of the state. But that don't stop me either. You know why? Because I'm fearless. I'm fearless. But on another note, I was thinking what made the Conor Benn Eubank Jr. fight such an instant classic. It wasn't just a fight because you've seen plenty of fights that were lots of action, but no one's talking about them today. You know why that is? It's the emotion behind the fight. It was the build up leading up to the fight. It was the egg smash. It was the shoves. It was the talk. It was the disagreements with Eddie Hearn. It was the back and forth. And the seller is when we saw Chris Eubank Sr. walk into the building with his son, Chris Eubank Jr. When we saw that, man, it was like, oh, this fight's about to be on and popping. That's what makes the Rocky movies so enjoyable to watch, and the Creed movies. It's not just the fight; it's the stuff leading up to the fight. If we just saw Rocky and Drago go at it, we'd be like, man, they were really putting their punches together. Then we would have forgotten about it. It's what leads up to it. It's the emotion. You know, that's what makes you want to see this stuff. And it didn't disappoint. Just seeing Chris Eubank standing there with his music playing, the orchestra, still DRE, and then the real song came in with Dr. Dre, that was crazy. Just seeing him standing there with his dad, and they're both taking it all in, taking in the scenery. Emotion, man. That's what brings people to the sport. And that's why boxing is so different than all the other sports. You don't really get that so much. As much as I like professional football, especially before it was WWE on grass. You know what that means. But as much as I like football, you don't really get the emotion with football. I mean, how many Super Bowls are still talked about? I mean, a few, but as great as games might be, you don't get the behind the scenes stuff that you get in a one on one sport like boxing. You don't even really get that so much in the UFC for some reason. There's just something about boxing that brings people in. It gets the adrenaline flowing, emotions start, rolling. You had Nigel Benn in the building, Chris Eubank Jr. in the building, Chris Eubank Sr. in the building, Conor Benn in the building, the orchestra in the building. It was electric. It was electric. I know the people that were there will never forget that. It wasn't just a boxing match, it was an event. And see, events like this make you think back to the days of Jim Lampley, George Foreman, and Larry Merchant. Yeah, I said it, Larry Merchant. A lot of people don't like Larry Lair. I got no problems with Larry. A lot of people think Larry Merchant was racist. I'm not one of them because I heard him once say that Rocky Marciano was undefeated because he never fought that many black fighters. I heard him say that. So I don't think that's something a racist guy would say. I think he's just the type of guy that speaks his mind. You know, a lot of us say what we really think behind closed doors, and then in public, we say what's politically correct. Merchant's not one of those. He says publicly what people say privately, and that doesn't make him racist. It just makes him opinionated. So I can't hate on the dude for that. You know, he said a lot of great things about fighters too, black fighters. So, just because he might have got into it with Floyd or something doesn't mean he's racist because, I mean, Floyd brings the worst out of a lot of people when he gets to talking. No disrespect to Floyd either, but I'm just telling it as it is. But back to the topic, and once again, I kind of got off course, but bringing it on back like a boomerang. And not the 1992 movie. But this fight just gave you everything you wanted, man. The emotion, the high punch output, the drama during the fight, the crowd screaming, the music, the electric feeling. I don't know if I've enjoyed a fight this much since maybe Joshua Klitschko or Terrence Crawford, Spence, even though that was a one-sided fight. I don't know when I've enjoyed a fight this much, man. So I can imagine what it would have been like to be there publicly. Hopefully, I can be at the next one because I don't know if you guys have ever been to a professional boxing match, but it is something special and it's something you will never forget. It's something you will never forget. My first fight was Lennox Lewis, Lionel Butler at the Arco Arena, Sacramento, California, 1995. I don't even know if the Arco Arena still exists. It's where the Sacramento Kings used to play. I know they have a new facility now, but I don't know if they tore down the Arco. But man, I remember coming out, where you go to the seats and you look out there. I saw the ring all lit up like a stage. I was like, oh my goodness, this is the best feeling in the world. It was just like, wow. That was just incredible. That was incredible. And to be able to attend a Lennox Lewis after party after the repeated revenge fight against Oliver McCall at the All-Star Cafe, 1997, Las Vegas. Great event. Met Frank Maloney's mother, Lennox Lewis's mother, Arnie Beam, Lennox Lewis's trainer when he was younger that got him into boxing. His friend from high school, Teddy, I think his name was Pendergast. Shout out to him from Canada if he's watching. Met a whole lot of people, man. Manuel Stewart came over, hugged my mom before they went to the ring. Great times. Emotion. I mean, you remember when you watch fights with your dad or your mom and you guys got emotional family feuds over, I want this guy to win. No, I want this guy to win. Nothing like boxing, and Saturday night proved that once again. No matter how many spills the sports takes, no matter how many blows on the chin boxing takes where we get black eyes left and right, it always comes back. It's relentless. It's like Tyson Fury getting up off the canvas. You think boxing's down, then surprise, it gets right back up and delivers. The best sport ever. Don't care what anybody says, the best sport ever. I have my own memories to prove that and to back that up. Anyway, this has been the J. Roos Theory. If you want to follow me on Instagram, it's the J. Roos Theory over there. Backup platform in WJ. The Cash App $ J Roos 33. And Roos is ROOS, not Ross, but Roos. And if you want to become a member, hit the join. Almost said, let me get this right. Hit the join joint below. Beat down that like button. Comment, share, subscribe. Appreciate you giving me your time today or tonight whenever you're watching. Go check out some of my playlists with interviews, West Coast stories, all things Rocky, and some others. Even got a music playlist Go check everything out. Thanks for watching. LSR forever. Be fearless. Yeah.